Hey everybody, it's John, Pythons Are Us. Well, I want to do something a little different today. Just got in this new snake today, but rather than showing you just me opening the box, I thought I'd share a little bit about my thought process when I buy a snake. Now, that doesn't mean it's the right thought process, it's just my thought process. Um, I picked up this beauty. Let me see if I can get her to come down. Um, she just arrived. I've got her in this little quarantine uh, tub. I quarantine, of course, all my animals, even if I buy them from the most reputable breeders, which I did in this case. So I picked this up from Ed Villardo at CMC Reptiles. For those of you who might not know Ed, he is a amazing guy. I'll leave a link to his description, or in the description box, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel so you can check him out. But not only did Ed donate 4 snakes to the charity auction we had recently on IDR's channel that benefited my son, but he also made a generous cash contribution too. So Ed's just a remarkable guy, and you really need to go check him out. So this is a Mojave Pied female, and I have lots of plans for this gal. Um, she sure is active. Thought I'd talk a little bit about what it is that I look for when I buy a snake. When I buy a snake, it always has to serve some specific purpose. I never just buy a snake without first knowing exactly what I want that particular snake for. And now, I mean, every once in a while, of course, it's just because I absolutely love the way a snake looks and I just simply want it as a pet. But other than that, which is few and far between, I'm always looking for a specific reason or purpose for purchasing a snake. So, for example, this Mojave Pied girl fits perfectly into my long-term breeding plans, and will actually probably end up cutting the time in half that it probably would have taken me to get where I wanted to go with some of these projects. Now, did I pay a decent amount of money for an adult female pied? Well, yes, I did, but the thing is you can buy 2, 3, maybe even 4, shall we say, random snakes or capricious snakes, and that you don't really have a plan for, and end up spending the same amount of money as you would on one snake that can actually end up doing quite a bit for you for your future. So in this case, I have about, I don't know, 4 or 5 specific ideas in mind. First, as some of you may know, pretty much my entire collection revolves around the pied gene. So eventually, every single gene that I purchase or work with is designed to go into pied. So I mean, that's just my long-term strategy, and eventually, I intend to have, I'd say, 30 female pieds that I can breed, that'll produce various pied combinations for me. So that's the first reason. Second, she is an adult, and that basically she's ready to breed, which is kind of hard to put a price tag on, but it ends up saving me hundreds of dollars in food costs and substrate and bedding and things of that nature. So that's another reason I like to often just go right to buying adults and females if possible. Also, third, and maybe this is the third, fourth, and fifth reasons, why I picked her up is, you know, I have at least 3 males that I know of that I will want to put her to this year, next year, and the following year. So kind of looking at three-year plan for this gal. You know, I have a lesser blade clown that I can put to her right away, which would give me, because of the interaction of the lesser gene and the Mojave gene, give me blue-eyed Lucy's. And you know, as kind of a bonus, everything would be double pied and clown, which really frees up, you know, multiple